Get ready for the action because the Atlanta Braves are facing a major shakeup. We're talking about Drake Baldwin, who has landed on the 10-day injured list with a strained right oblique muscle, significantly impacting their lineup. This injury comes at a critical time as the team looks to maintain momentum heading into the 2026 campaign. We dive into the full impact of this setback and what it means for the team's immediate future. Medeiros is promoted from AAA, we also look at the activation of Dylan Dodd in the bullpen as the team scrambles to find stability. And finally, we shift gears completely and dive into the cultural seismic shift happening in the music world with Drake. We break down the new album ICEMAN, exploring how Drake is redefining his artistic identity, confronting his beef with Kendrick Lamar, and what this new era means for his legacy. Don't miss this deep dive and subscribe now for all the latest news. The Atlanta Braves have weathered a significant blow to their lineup, placing key player Drake Baldwin on the 10-day injured list with a strained right oblique muscle. This development leaves the team without one of its most reliable hitters. Baldwin had been on a strong trajectory, posting a .303 batting average, a .931 OPS, 13 home runs, and 38 RBIs, putting him on track for an all-star appearance. The team will now have to assess the timeline for his recovery, as oblique injuries can be challenging. In related news, the Braves have also made several adjustments to their pitching staff. Chadwick Tromp has been selected to return from AAA to support Sandy Leon. On the mound, J.R. Ritchie was optioned back to AAA following his start, while Aaron Bummer has been released after allowing 6 earned runs in a single inning. Conversely, Dylan Dodd has been reinstated from his rehab assignment and activated from the injury list, providing another option for the bullpen. Victor Medeiros' reported call-up has been made official, while Medeiros has been pitching in AAA since his acquisition early in the season. These moves signal a period of transition for the Braves as they navigate both offensive and pitching adjustments. The Atlanta Braves are facing a significant setback as star catcher Drake Baldwin has been placed on the injured list with an oblique injury. The blow comes at a crucial juncture as the team navigates the National League standings heading into the 2026 campaign, currently sitting at a 30-16 record, trailing only the Tampa Bay Rays in the American League. Despite overcoming numerous injuries, the Braves continue to face mounting challenges. Baldwin has been a standout performer this season, having earned the National League Rookie of the Year award in 2024. His production has been exceptional, with a .303 batting average over 48 games, including 13 home runs and 38 RBIs, positioning him as a potential All-Star and MVP candidate. However, the injury bug has struck, forcing him to miss time. The injury was sustained during a recent blowout loss to the Miami Marlins, where Baldwin was pulled early due to a strained oblique muscle. Sources indicate that this injury will keep him sidelined for the next couple of weeks, and there is currently no set timetable for his return, raising concerns for the team. The absence of Baldwin is felt not only in his offensive production, but also in his role behind the plate. Veteran Sandy Leon has been named as the temporary replacement, though analysts suggest his production will not match Baldwin's current output. The Braves will now focus on stabilizing the roster and regaining momentum, aiming to secure a win against Miami to start rebuilding their success while awaiting Baldwin's recovery. The Atlanta Braves have activated catcher Drake Baldwin to the injured list due to a right oblique strain, a move announced in a flurry of roster adjustments ahead of their upcoming game against the Miami Marlins at Lone Depot Park. The injury comes just one day after star outfielder Ronald Acuna Jr. was reinstated following a 2-week stint on the injured list for a hamstring strain. While no immediate signs of injury were apparent, Baldwin was replaced behind the plate by veteran Sandy Leon in the 6th inning of Monday night's blowout loss after striking out in the top of the frame. Baldwin had been a significant offensive contributor, hitting .303 with 13 home runs and 38 RBIs, boasting a .932 OPS, and building on his performance as the 2025 National League Rookie of the Year campaign. To cover the catching duties, the Braves have called up Chadwick Tromp, who will share the role with Leon on the active roster. Furthermore, the team made several other personnel changes. Veteran reliever Aaron Bummer was designated for assignment after a disastrous outing on Monday, allowing 6 earned runs in a 12-0 loss and throwing 40 pitches in a single inning, including a grand slam to Javier Sanoja. Bummer, who earns $9.5 million, is being moved to clear space, though the Braves face a potential salary obligation if he goes unclaimed on waivers. In response to the bullpen fatigue, Dylan Dodd, who has been on the IL with left thoracic spine inflammation since April 22, rejoined the bullpen Tuesday, providing a left-handed option in Bummer's absence. Meanwhile, rookie starter J.R. Ritchie, who gave up 6 earned runs in 4 innings on Monday, remains a prospect under scrutiny. His absence has opened up rotation options, allowing the Braves to keep swingman Martin Perez slated to start on Tuesday, or potentially bring rookie Didier Fuentes into the mix. The latest release from Drake, ICEMAN, has been analyzed as a calculated move to redefine his artistic position, balancing immense commercial success with moments of raw vulnerability. Critics note that the album successfully reminds listeners that Drake's power stems from his music rather than his persona, diversifying his sound to appeal across multiple genres. The album is described as having flashes of excellence, featuring inventive tracks like In My Feelings and Too Much, but it is not universally acclaimed. It is seen as a strategic effort to reposition Drake as an underdog, shifting focus from personal feuds to the power dynamics of record labels, with lyrics declaring a battle against industry forces. This shift is underscored by moments of candor, as Drake admits to losing previous conflicts and expresses underlying paranoia, which lends an earnest humanity to his current stance. This vulnerability is juxtaposed with sharp, sometimes petty lyrical content, showcasing a finely honed edge in his songwriting. While ICEMAN blends moody tracks with trap-influenced bangers, the subsequent projects, Maid of Honor and HABIBTI, are noted as more cohesive but uneven, featuring standout collaborations. The narrative explores themes of industry entanglement, referencing his business dealings and positioning himself as an artist navigating capitalism. Furthermore, the album touches on the fallout from past beefs, reflecting on personal struggles and the public scrutiny he faces. The visual presentation associated with the album, featuring Toronto landmarks, is interpreted not as an escape, but as a deliberate grounding in his origins, suggesting a focus on legacy as a foundation for future success.